Each year, tens of thousands of people here, Americans specifically, diagnosed with blood cancer. Like many cancers, there's no cure to melanoma. It can leave many patients not knowing what to do. That's why one cancer survivor is now working on ways to better help other patients find their best treatment options. So joining me to explain where patients can go for help is cancer survivor and founder of the HealthTree Foundation, Jenny Ahlstrom. Jenny, thanks for being with us here this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
So I've talked with you a number of years ago, but for everyone at home, what happened with your cancer diagnosis?
So I was diagnosed with a blood cancer called multiple myeloma. A lot of people have never heard of it before. I hadn't when I was diagnosed.
What is it?
It's in the leukemia lymphoma family, but it's a cancer of the plasma cells.
Oh, okay. So not your blood cells, but your plasma cells.
Yeah,
in
your
your
white
blood.
blood cells.
Okay.
And when I was diagnosed, we just realized that research could take forever. We have no idea. And we wanted a faster cure. So as we looked at, my husband and I both have technology and startup experience, so we looked at it like a startup. Like, how would we do this? What do patients need? And we realized there were two big gap areas. The first was just how to navigate this disease in the beginning. How do you find a doctor that's a specialist? How do you stay up to date on news? How do you get educated about this disease in completely new ways? Like, how do you just binge watch your way through something to get up to date?
Yeah, people I'm sure go to YouTube and see what they can find.
Yeah,
and just
and
hop on
then
the internet.
people, your doctor will say, "Don't Google doctor," but you have to go online because, but you have to find credible information. So where do you go for that? So they needed that piece of it, but they also needed a piece. Patients have never before been invited to be part of the acceleration of research. Yes, join clinical trials. We should all join clinical trials, and I'm planning on joining one hopefully this month up at Huntsman. But beyond that, what else can we do? And there's so much data that a patient has inside their head that's not in their medical record, and it all needs to be put together and aggregated together. And those are the two big gap areas.
Well, I can't imagine how intimidating it would be to someone who's diagnosed with cancer, and you're like, oh my gosh, because as you mentioned, that was your first reaction is Google what you can, learn about it.
I've never heard of it,
and then you don't know where to go. So how are you solving some of those issues?
So we ended up building a software suite of 8 different software tools because we had tech experience. It's kind of unusual for a nonprofit to have an in-house development team, but we have a very talented development team. So we have things like an online directory. We built HealthTree University that's taught by 100 myeloma experts with like 365 classes. We have a coaching, mentoring platform that we built, and a news platform. So people can go and get educated, and they can kind of do that navigation piece. And then we built a data portal called the HealthTree Cure Hub, and in that portal, everybody shares their myeloma story. A few years ago, we went out to hundreds of myeloma patients, and now we're up to 10,000. Almost 10,000 myeloma patients who are in this portal, and they share everything together. So now we can see like which line of therapy was the best for a newly diagnosed patient. And some information like that is so critical. Academic research is great, and these people are very talented, but patients have so much that they can contribute. And it's mostly their shared story and their data. They have to, if we want a faster cure, that's what we have to do. Because now we can see patterns, and we've opened this portal up to academic researchers so they can go in, and instead of saying, okay, I have to fund for a study, and then I have to recruit the patients, and then I have to do that, and then analyze the data, we just say, do it in our platform, and they can do it for free. And it's incredible that they have this opportunity. And we reach out to thousands of patients and say, hey, answer this doctor's study or survey. And they join it, and boom, the researcher has the information that they need.
Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for some great tools. How do they find them online?
You can find, if you have multiple myeloma, you can go to myelomacrowd.org. And if you want to learn more about the foundation, you can go to healthtree.org.
And of course, we'll have an information link on our website, abc4.com/GMU. Talking here this morning with Jenny Ahlstrom here with the HealthTree Foundation. Best of luck to you in those trials.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.